Yes, I forgot to tell that, I think. Previously, it was, say a few years ago, it was quite different, you know. Like when we convicted a person, he was convicted, finished, final. We could not hear anything about him or what. But now it's after this Republic, all these things, they are getting mobile phones in the prison itself. So through that mobile phone, they do threaten us. They do threaten us. The recent case was with him. He was the one this time who went to arrest a trafficker, and he filed a case for the girl, and that person threatening, he was going for morning walk and he was threatened every day. But now we spoke to the in charge of the jail and told him in the Home Ministry also, and now he is transferred in a very remote jail, so he cannot phone us. But then threats are coming to us.
So I got one more question. So you know, sorry.
Thank you very much. You've very clearly explained what. So my name's Oliver Housden. You very clearly explained the problems that you've had in the past with the police because they've been inclusion, the owners of dance bars. You mentioned your relationship with international NGOs in this particular area that you're working in. But I wondered if you could outline some of the problems and the positive aspects of your relationship with other Nepali NGOs that might be working on this topic, because I know in different aspects of development around the country that when Nepali NGOs have collaborated with each other, there have been certain problems, but also some benefits from doing so. So I'd like to know your experience.
We have very good coordination working in Nepal with other NGOs, related people working with women and children. We have good relation. We have a network called National Network, which has about more than 600 members in that network. So we are working very closely with each other. But then NGOs in Nepal are politically linked. There we do not want to get into. So we are not with any. We are also politicians because we have the right to vote. It's not that we are politicians that we are going around and campaigning for someone or the other. But as soon as people are 60, people have the right to vote, so that everybody is a politician. So we are also politicians, but we do not do any politics. So it is difficult in Nepal sometimes to work with some NGOs because they are politically linked with some organization, political organization.
You know these people who are like Islam, are they organized gang? Or just individual?
Is the traffickers are? Yes, they are organized. It's an organized crime. It starts, the whole, the money is in India, and from there it starts and it comes up to Nepal, and when someone is arrested, it is a Nepali. The main person is in India, who is the funder, who is the donor.
My question is related to this one. How strong are the laws? How strong are if the government can really the Home Ministry can really deal with these traffickers, deal with these so-called pigs who are loading the guns and taking them to India?
Our law is very, very nice, very, very strong. It's 20 years, and the police and the judiciary system, these two department has become very cooperative with these issues like trafficking of women and children.
I think you've clearly distinguished between trafficking and prostitution earlier. But I feel that if prostitution was legalized, would it help reduce trafficking?
I would not as I told, she also spoke the same thing, and we are clearly against this. Clearly against this. We cannot make a law for someone or for someone for someone who is unable or very poverty-stricken, you cannot make a law for a person who is poor. If the law is made, and tomorrow, if your daughter says, okay, father, I do not want to do any studies, I want to go into this profession, would you let her go? You will not let her go. You see? So that is why I think that we do not want to legalize prostitution. And we do not think that legalizing prostitution would reduce trafficking. We do not believe in this.
Has there been enough research in these two things? Because in certain countries where there are where prostitution is legalized, I don't think there is any trafficking.
No, we have not. We've done a lot of it, and we've seen that it's not that way.
When you make prostitution legal, it will be, again, there will be a forceful, this will definitely come, because once you have a entity, prostitution set up, there will be a gangster, there will be a brothel owner, and they will definitely try to earn money forcing somebody else. So there will be a force, use of force. So I don't think making prostitution legalized will help trafficking. So first we have to think that we should stop everything, violence against women. So we should not think that. And how can you make sure that allowing prostitution would help trafficking? You see, there is no mechanism or controlling mechanism in Nepal. Like in Holland, that even the girls working in a brothels, they are suffering from HIV and other forms of diseases, and they are not taken care of. And if you talk about Nepal, where people doesn't have enough food to eat, who is going to look after that? So there will be a worse scenario if we or government of Nepal introduce this kind of things. There are more women will be suffer from this.
It's quite complex, because in Amsterdam, for example.
I think we'll have an opportunity for discussion.
Can I just clarify one? Can I just clarify?
Just 5 minutes. Yes.
Just want to clarify one thing, that I wasn't saying legalise prostitute brothels in Nepal. What I was saying was massage parlours and dance bars which don't have prostitutes need to be, just like massage, and there's a difference, and for tourists it is confusing, and I don't think you should have young girls educating, but you need information for tourists about the illegal nature in Nepal. I think you need to raise tourist awareness, which is what Oliver was saying earlier.
Thank you. John Cunnington. I think probably I speak for everybody here. We've all been very impressed with what you've told us, Anuradha, about the problems, the ongoing challenges that are faced by Maiti Nepal. And I've had the opportunity, as you know, to attend more than this meeting, to hear you speak, and indeed to work with you a little bit in Nepal. And I'm deeply impressed by your work, and I've often considered how we can best support your work. And from the meeting last week, I think, and the big support, in having people like Joanna Lumley and Prince Charles also lending themselves as kind of prospective patrons. I hope that it might be, in the interest of people here as well, who encouragingly I've seen have signed up and put their names on paper, to be kept in touch with what's happening in Maiti Nepal. But not only that, to contribute, and I think that contribution is not just financial, it's some kind of solidarity support. I mean, whether that is, as Bishwaji said, lobbying our own politicians to lean on your politicians, and make aid that is given to Nepal, more kind of focused. Then whatever it is, I hope that people here might be encouraged to join some kind of UK support group in the future. And I just wondered if you would like just to say a few words of whether you think that would be